You know what? After 10 comics, you'd think that the reason Christian continued making Sonichu, it's either because he's rather slow and doesn't take criticism well, or maybe it's just because there's something in there that we don't see. So, let's try and look at this with a completely different mindset.
Nothing new up under the sun. Got a brother up under the gun. Better run, cause the girl got a plan to get a man. Ain't no ring on my hand. All she wants me, her to be one.
Let me tell you how the story begun. That first thought she was the one. She was chillin', so much fun. Her Uzi weighed a ton. Didn't know I was chillin' with a loaded gun. Can you feel or hear me, son?
So we open up to a picture of a school and a chapter name called Date It, with a text underneath it saying, even though the idea sounds dated. Nope. That sucks no matter what mindset you're in. So Punchy and Wild are going to this university where they apparently teamed up with various girls to learn how to date them. In other words, it's a brothel. A brothel light, if you want. Next we see Simone and Sapina outside the school as well. Have a good day at Boiling High, Sapina. Learn a lot, find a good 16-year-old boy, and your mom and dad will pick you up later. She's fucking 14! She should be thinking about what bread stall to buy, not think about hooking up with boys 2 years older than herself. Maybe I'll get paired up with a great man. I have a dream of having a boy and nurturing and loving my hubby. My son's name will be Original Sonny. Calm the fuck down. Having that high hopes is like me wishing to get an A in all my exams. Inside the class, Wild is nervous, thinking to himself, I'm so nervous, my head is paralyzed. Don't worry, just spray some paralyzed heal on it and you'll be fine. Yeah, I kinda noticed I've thrown in remarkably few Pokemon jokes in here. Next to him is Punchy saying, I'm gonna ace this class and wow my Christian angel. How the fuck do you ace a dating seminar? Anyway, they explain that they'll each be given a doll that they'll have to practice certain things with. They are then asked to hand over a written reason why they are attending that dating class. So, my young man, what exactly is it you have for me? Yo, dog, I got this essay all up in this bitch, yo. So they make a roll call, and yeah, I actually think we managed to do it, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly believe we managed to find the ugliest, stupidest character in this entire comic. I honestly have no idea what the fuck that is. Is it a bird? I mean, it has a beak, I think, at the top of its fucking head. And the next thing we see is Ivy, Christian's girlfriend at the time. And fuck it, she apparently has Christian in her eye and nothing between her ears, seeing a gust of wind is unhindered blowing through her head. And the next thing we see is probably the most offensive and hilariously bad shit this comic has yet to give us. And this comes from the guy who's read this comic all the way up to this point. So here we see... Yep. If you at first thought, is that, but then finished the sentence because it was too fucking stupid, then I'm gonna let you take a second to finish the sentence because, yep, that's God. And that's Jesus. Children, I am God. I have summoned you two here because I'm answering Christian's prayers. Chris, this is Ivy, your sweetheart-to-be. You will recognize her, then acknowledge her as your sweetheart. because from a favor on her half, your eternal clock will be restored fully. Your enemies of force and garbage will be vanquished, so you will live with Ivy and yourself in peace. Live freely. All I got from all of that is that God took time off for such a trivial task as to preventing the tsunami and earthquake in Japan to play love doctor between Ivy and Christian. 45 minutes later, Ivy wakes up going, "Wow!" I'm not gonna make fun of that because I spend most of my classes doing the exact same thing. I just hope the teacher can smell this on her like they could with me. They are then given screen names and are going to do internet love chats with each other. Because that worked wonders for Christian, didn't it? So they're each given various screen names of people to hook up with over the net. But Ivy is not looking at hers going, "I'm not going to look yet. I'll hold out for Chris. He's not even a part of the fucking class." So they chat and afterwards are given various assessments as to how they did doing the whole net dating. Reginald, the ugly one, feels jealousy, sadness, loneliness and contributed little for his partner. All that on top of being ugly as fucking sin. And Lila is said to really turn on her charm. She's a fucking poodle! I'm sorry. She's a fucking poodle! Wow, Date to Get is a fun treat. I wish I knew which girl she was. There's only one girl in your entire class that digs. Shit is even pointed out low on the page by the poodle. So, next day, Reginald cuts the wire of Punchy's PC and he sends Wild over to tell the poodle what has happened and explain that's the reason he's not replying. While there, Wild sees that it's been Simona he's been talking to all along. I'm pretty sure that qualifies as cheating. So, Wild and Simona are hitting it off and Christian managed to fuck the Sonic franchise up more than, well, Sega did themselves with Sonic Freeriders. Punchy has a bike. You know, the hedgehog who can run at the speed of light? Yeah, he's got a bike. Why do you have a bike? If anything, that just slow him down. So, all that aside, Punchy and the poodle go to McDonald's. Fancy. Outside, Reginald is crying until he's cheered up by Satan. No, dude, don't. This can only end bad. As you probably suspected, they hook up as they sit at a love bench near a lake as the sun goes down. And next to them are the other couples. Can this really work, Wild? You're electric. I'm ground. You're grass. Of course it can work out. I mean, look at Punchy and the poodle. He's a fighting Pokemon and she's a girl. I'm so not popular after this. And so we end this part of the comic with Ivy sitting on top of the Quebequeville Mall, alone and depressed because she's not sitting with her partner. Sweetie, I can understand the women who holds out for the boyfriend who has gone to war or are away due to school or work, but your boyfriend is in another dimension. And let's not forget, didn't even sign up for that school! I think you're going to wait a pretty long fucking time. You know what? After 10 comics, you'd think that the reason Christian continued making Sonichu, it's either because he's rather slow and doesn't take criticism well, or maybe it's just because there's something in there that we don't see. So, let's try and look at this with a completely different mindset.
Nothing new up under the sun. Got a brother up under the gun. Better run, cause the girl got a plan to get a man. Ain't no ring on my hand. All she wants me and her to be one.
Let me tell you how the story begun. That first thought she was the one. She was chillin', so much fun. Her Uzi weighed a ton. Didn't know I was chillin' with a loaded gun. Can you feel or hear me, son?
So we open up to a picture of a school and a chapter name called Date It, with a text underneath it saying, even though the idea sounds dated. Nope. That sucks no matter what mindset you're in. So Punchy and Wild are going to this university